Welcome to The Dose, your weekly hit of inspiration to fuel your confidence, tackle life's challenges, and live with purpose. I'm Dayle, here to share real stories, powerful insights, and practical steps to help you lead a life that feels true and empowered. Let's dive in. Your dose starts now. Life can wear us down in ways we don't always notice. It's not always the big things. Sometimes it's just the daily grind, the responsibilities and the busyness that can end up draining our energy. But this week, I've been thinking about how we restore our weary souls and what Jesus said about it. He said, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." Matthew 11:28-30. When Jesus talked about a yoke, he was using the illustration of the yoke a farmer used, which is a wooden frame that joins two animals together so they can share the load as they work. Jesus invites us to take his yoke and be connected to him. The key difference about Jesus' kind of yoke is that when we walk alongside him, he takes a heavier part of the burden. Jesus is stronger and bigger than any of us and is going to be taking all the burden and load, and not us. He says, "Just walk beside me and I'll carry it. Keep in step with me, look where I'm going and leading you, and learn from me how to do this life well." Give all our worries and cares to him, for he cares about us. 1 Peter 5:7 says. That means letting go of the stress, the worry about your future, finances, relationships, the kids, work, and trusting that he has it all in his hands and in his control. If you find yourself feeling weary today, perhaps it's time to consider what you've been yoked to. What have you let in your life that you're carrying around like big weights and heavy suitcases, lugging them through life, and you wonder why you're tired? Because Jesus promised that his yoke is not like that. It doesn't weigh us down. It is not burdensome. It doesn't wear us out. It is easy, light and easy. So if you're feeling worn down or overwhelmed, maybe you're carrying something that he never intended or made you to bear or to face alone. Jesus said there would be trials when we may feel like we're in the middle of a storm, but when we have the yoke of Jesus and we're yoked to him and connected to him, we get to learn from him how to go through those storms, to walk through the dark valleys, and how to be at peace in the middle of it all. Jesus never feared the storm. If you think about it, when all the disciples were having a freak out in the boat in the middle of that storm, he fell asleep in the back. He was in the boat in the middle of a stormy ocean, fast asleep. Check it out in Luke chapter 8, verses 22-25. Today, take a moment to assess the weight and the load you've been carrying. Are you trying to carry the burden yourself? Are you yoked and connected to something that isn't even from Jesus? Whether it's your stress or fear or pressure from others, an expectation that you've allowed others to put on you or you've taken on board yourself. Jesus never promised that we would have a life without challenges, but he did promise that he would walk through the storms with us, through the dark valleys with us, and that we would come out the other side, that we're never ever alone. And that just as Jesus slept peacefully in the boat during a storm, we too can have that peace when we're yoked to him. Let his easy yoke bring rest for your souls today. Have a great one. Thanks for tuning into The Dose by Dayle Kinney. I hope today's episode left you feeling inspired and ready to take on whatever comes next. If you enjoyed this dose of insight and motivation, be sure to subscribe and share it with someone who could use a little encouragement too. Until next time, remember, live with purpose, embrace the journey, and keep pushing forward. Take care and see you in the next episode.